Hello class 6. Today we will study word problem related to perimeter. So your first question is Manisha ran around a square garden of site length 150 meter 5 times. How much distance did she cover in a total? So Manisha is a girl which is running around the square garden and whose side is 150 meter. So firstly we will write length of the square garden which is 150 meter, then distance covered in one round which is equal to perimeter, so you will write 4 into side and side is 150. When you multiply you will get 600 meter, but here she is running 5 times, so you will multiply by 5 in 600 for distance covered in 5 round which is equal to 3 meter. You can write it 3 kilometer also. Question number 2. Karina want to fence his triangular field of the site 98 meter, 100 meter and 115 meter using barbed wire and find the total cost of the fencing, which if the fencing rate is 35 uh, rupees per meter. So here first side is given 98 meter, second side 100 meter and third is 115 meter. So for perimeter you will find out sum of all side. When you add it, you will get 330 meter. Then cost of fencing is given rupees 35 per meter. So you will multiply it here, uh, 35 into 313. You will get 10,955 rupees. Question number 3. Kabi ran around a square park of side 72 meter, while Ratish ran around a rectangular park of the length 7 meter. 70 meter and breadth 55 meter. So here are two person. One of them is running around the square park and another is running around the rectangular park. So here first you will find out the distance for Kabi. Okay. So for Kabi, side of park 72, then perimeter of park will be 4 into side because this is your square park, then 4 into 72, and when you multiply it you will get 288 meters. And for the this length of park 70 and breadth is 55 meters, then perimeter will be 2 into length plus breadth. Write the values of length and breadth. Firstly you will add it. When you add you will get 125, then multiply it by 2. This is your 250 meter. So you can see 250 meter is less than 288 meter. So Rati's runs is smaller. Okay. Yeah, Rati's smaller distance cover and difference is 288 meter and 255, which is equal to you can subtract it, okay, and get the answer. Next question. Ramya house has a rectangular lawn of length 16 meter and width 5 meter. If she want to fence the two longer side and one short side with a gap of 5 meter. Okay, here he want to gap of 5 meter. So you will for sorry, here is asking total length of the wooden plank. For this you will add 16 meter, this 16 meter and this will be uh, this will be so here was gap of 2. Okay, total breadth is given 5, so you will add 5 minus 2. Okay, that will be 3. How you will solve? Length of lawn, breadth and gap is 2 meter, then length of wooden plank will be 16 plus 16 plus 5 minus 2 meter. So 16, 16, 32 and 5 minus 2 will be 3. When you add, you will get 35 meter. Then 2.5, Ria and Saras are each give a rope. Here are two girls and both have a rope. of 36 meter, 36 centimeter, and they are asked to make a rectangle and square. One we make a rectangle from the given rope and another will make a square using the entire rope for an activity. In how many possible ways can they make the respective shapes? Okay, so here for Ria, length of rope is 36 meter. So you can write length of rope means perimeter of the rectangle. The formula is 2L plus P. 2 will come in right hand side and cancel 36 and answer will come 18. This is the 18 is the sum of length and breadth. So if your length is 17, then breadth is 1. Okay. The possible length are and breadth are this will be okay. If your length is 17, then breadth is 1. If length is 16, then your breadth is 2. Okay, so you can write like this. This will be possible length and breadth for the Ria. And then for Sarah, length of rope is 36 meter and he is making a square. Therefore, perimeter of a square is 4 into side. The side will be 36 by 4, which is equal to 9. So Sarah is making a square. So here only uh, one side of the square. Okay. In rectangle you have many options, but in a square you have only one option. Okay. Then question number 2.6. Neil is decorating the school's notice board for the annual sports meet. The dimension of the notice board is 42 centimeter and 27 centimeter. He wants to paste a flower strip along the border of the notice board. What is the total length of the flower strip he needs? So here he will find out the perimeter of the notice board. Okay. So length, then breadth, then perimeter. Formula 2L plus B. Then write the value L and B, which is 42 and 27. Firstly you will add it. When you add you will get 69, then multiply. Okay, so this will be required length of the flower strip. Okay. 2.7. Naman install a wired fence around a rectangular garden. You can see here is a square garden which length is 120 feet and length is 120 and breadth is 90 feet, and Naman want to install a wire fence around a rectangular garden. If each pole install every 6 feet, okay, here every 6 feet along the boundary garden, and length of each rod is 5 meter tall. So what is the total length of the rod's purpose? So firstly you will find out the perimeter, then the gap of the each rod is 6 feet. So you will do divide in perimeter by 6. This is from this you will get the number of the poles. Okay, then after you will multiply it by 5. Why? Because the length of each pole is 5 meter. Okay, so length of garden 90 feet, then breadth, then perimeter 420 feet. Okay, then gap of each rod is 6 feet. So number of rod will be perimeter upon gap of the gap of the each rod, which is 6 meter. So when you divide you will get 70. So 70 is the number of the rod and length of the each rod is 5 feet. Therefore total length of the rod will be 70 into 5. Then here is given rate also. Okay, rate also. So rate is given, you can see here 60 rupees 60. Okay, 1 foot of the iron rod is rupees 60. Then you have 350 50 feet. So you will multiply it by 60 and get to 21,000. Okay.